Here we have a new 2024 Ford Bronco Sport. Now this one comes in the Big Bend trim level in shadow black. And then we do get the medium slate unique cloth interior. For the powertrain, we get a 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that puts out 181 horsepower. And that's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. But as we come around to the front end here, LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights, and LED fog lights. I love the baby Bronco's front fascia here. Definitely a nice look. And down here we get 17-inch aluminum wheels, passive keyless entry on the front doors, and then power door lock controls are here, power mirror controls, rear window lock. We do get blind spot monitors in those side mirrors, and then we have regular power windows on all 3 doors except the driver's side, which just has express down. Hood release here, headlamp controls, fog lights, and then we can release the lift gate there and pull that down, and we can tilt and telescope our steering wheel. Now this one has the convenience package, so we do get an 8-way power driver's seat, which includes that 2-way power lumbar support. Like this interior though, it looks nice even though it's cloth. Now I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so we're gonna go ahead and check out the leg room back here. And not the worst leg room, but as you can see, my knees are touching the back of the seat quite a bit. I do like that we have seat back pockets on both sides. Most manufacturers have tried to keep out of doing that, but rear AC vents, you have a USB-C, USB-A duo down there. Look at the front. And tons of headroom in the rear seat just with how high the roof is. But we have a grab handle here, and then we can hang a couple metal hanger hooks, maybe a couple plastic hanger hooks on that hook there. And then 2 bottle holders here in the middle. Let's go ahead and make our way towards the back. Fuel filler there. And then as we come around to the back end here, we do get LED tail lamps. But I believe it's mostly just the signature lights, so I think the actual brake lights and the reverse lights are still incandescent. But there's a look at the cargo space back here. Lift this up, there's a spare underneath. We have a side pocket here if you want stuff in the back but you don't want it to roll around. And then we have a 12-volt as well as 4 hooks that we can go ahead and hang a few bags on if we want to. And then hit this button on the left side. You can pop that glass up. And a look underneath the vehicle, we do have a dual exhaust, so that's nice. And a big shout out to Ford Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this Bronco Sport today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And then we can fold these seats flat, click that button, and when the seats are up far enough, you can run longer objects from the back to the front, and then pretty easy to just lock it back into place. And now to the window sticker here. Sorry if there's a glare. Y'all can pause anywhere you need to. I'm gonna try and make sure that this is high def enough so you can see at least most everything, and then I'll try to put this in the description as well, the actual window sticker. But the sticker price for this is $34,135, so about 10 grand cheaper than the Badlands I tested a little earlier. So we'll see how that holds up. There's a front passenger seat there, which is manual. You just have a manual seat back and manual seat bottom. Now going on the Badlands, I think that one was 21 city, 26 highway for the 2-liter turbo. And then for this 1.53, you get 21 city and, or no, 25 city, 29 highway. So a pretty big difference in terms of fuel economy. But as we come around to the front end here, since we hit that latch twice, take a quick look in here. Again, a 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder. But let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. I think that's leather. It might be ActiveX, but it feels like leather. There's a horn there. To the audio system here, pretty easy to use, pretty simple. Ford did a great job with this. We get AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth audio. We also have CarPlay, Android Auto. And then in our settings here, we can go ahead and fool with some of the different things we have available. So vehicle settings are here. Phone settings are here. That's how you can pair them. And then general settings in here, you can change your language or your units if you so choose. And then you can adjust your sound in here as well. So again, a pretty easy system to get a hold of in terms of learning it. Volume knob is here. You can click there, turn the audio off. Tune knob, you can turn the screen off here. And then you can also turn the sound settings on just by hitting that button there. Now we do have our single zone climate control, so fan speed can be adjusted here, temperature can be adjusted here, fan direction, 3 stages of auto, and then we have 3-stage heated front seats as part of that convenience package. And then down here, USB-C, USB-A input, 12-volt wireless charging pad, part of that convenience package. And then to shift the 8-speed, hit the brake, reverse, neutral drive, and then you do have a low gear here. So no manual mode like in the Badlands, but you have that limiter if you want to use it. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Automatic brake hold is here. And then you have your drive modes here. So you get normal, eco, sport, slippery, and sand. And then our center console cubby space, pretty good size, which includes a USB-C and a USB-A charge port there. There's a look at the back seat from up here. And then over here, we do have a sunglasses holder, premium LED dome lights, garage door transmitters there, vanity mirror, and then back over here, blinkers, high beams, we can toggle, flash, and the lane keeping system we can turn on or off there. And then our windshield wiper controls are intermittent. There's one time, off, intermittent, low, high. And then we have our adjustability for the intermittent wiper there, and our rear wiper, intermittent, on, off, push back for the rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front wiper fluid. And then for the cruise control, we don't have the co-pilot system here, so we just have standard cruise. We can turn that on or off, cancel, set the speed, resume, volume down, volume up, mute. And then voice recognition, this goes to our track list or radio station presets, or we can use them as Bluetooth buttons when our phone is enabled. And then finally, we have the, I'm trying to cut this off, it's getting cold, but we can go through our center stack here using this arrow, and then we can go through the menus here. So pretty self-explanatory how you use everything. Just scroll through to get to the certain things you're looking for. And then a back button here, so on and so forth. Push button start. Here's the key fob. Next, we're gonna go ahead and take this Bronco Sport out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Bronco Sport here with the 3-cylinder, it's a pretty strong engine in my opinion, just in terms of what all you get. Now, obviously it's not the 2-liter turbocharged 4, but it has plenty of get up and go with 181 horsepower. And I honestly, I don't want to say I like how this one drives better, but this one makes more sense in a vehicle like this. I'm used to having these 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinders in the Rogue. I'm trying to think of another one, but especially in the Rogue there, I'm used to having that. So having it in this makes sense. And it's almost like the 2-liter 4-cylinder is too big, but it is fun to have that big of an engine in something like this. But I mean, a lot of standard engines aren't enough, and you want to upgrade to the bigger ones, but I feel like most people won't be disappointed with this 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now, in terms of ride quality, the ride in these is actually pretty good. I feel like these tires can be a tad bit loud, but they're really not once you get them rolling. But when they do hit hard pavement or uneven pavement, it does kind of stick out. but just been driving in normal mode here. I'm going to put it into sport and then just give it a little pull coming out of this corner. And I love the blow-off valve sound you get from this turbocharger as well. It sounds very, very aggressive. Now, I'm not gonna give it too much getting on the interstate here, but I'll give it something. So it's easy to get this thing up to speed without having to put your foot to the floor. I'm gonna put it into eco mode now and then just set the cruise on. So again, ride quality is pretty good on the interstate here. And I'm just impressed with how this thing drives, how off-road capable it is. Really just all you get for this price point. So if you're looking for something kind of to rival some of the Subarus in terms of off-road capability, definitely make sure you check out this 2024 Ford Bronco Sport.